Hello, everyone. Welcome to Get Your Life podcast. My name is Liz Gonzalez, aka Lizzie Chi, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for all your love and support. You guys continue to pour into me, and I am grateful, so thank you. A couple of shout outs before we get started. I want to shout out Balanced Life Healthcare Solutions. There are two locations, one in Beaufort, one in Lawrenceville. Dr. Tanita Washington is my primary care physician. If you do not have a primary care physician and you're looking for one, hit them up. Go online, Balanced Life Healthcare Solutions. And if you already have a physician and you need to get prescriptions filled, Riel's Pharmacy, located in Duluth, they can fill your prescriptions. They can do that. They also deliver. So if you're in the metro area, they can deliver to you. Transfer your prescriptions over to them if you already have a pharmacy. Let's support Black businesses. Let's support small businesses. Let's do that. So I will remember to tag them at the bottom of the video. And if you like my bracelets, people mention all the time, they're like, your bracelets are cute. Where do you get them? Designs by Joy. Follow her on Instagram. My friend Laura, she makes bracelets. She customizes them. Whatever colors you want, she'll do that. So hit her up if you like my bracelets. So those are the announcements for today. The topic for this morning is going to be structured around changing our thinking. Get Your Life podcast is focusing on lifestyle redesign. Restructuring our life, changing our life, all starts with here, how we think. A lot of times I would say, man, I'm just an impatient person. I'm not patient. And people will be like, but you worked in healthcare. You worked in mental health. You work with children. You work with the elderly. How are you not patient? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm patient with them, though. Because, I mean, that's different. And I'm getting paid to be patient. Whereas in my regular everyday life, I'm not patient. And I've been saying that at least since I was a teenager. I've been saying that. And so it dawned on me a few weeks ago when I would use that excuse when I would get upset with the children. And I'll be like, oh, like mad at myself. And then I'll say, but I'm not patient though. And it was just like, I heard myself going, but can't you change that? And I was like, I can change that. I don't have to walk around being impatient just because that's how I've always been. I can learn to be patient. I have two kids, Gabriella and Isaiah. A little picture. Gabriella and Isaiah right here. And Isaiah, I always ask people when they're like, are you having more kids? And I'll be like, have you met Isaiah? Because obviously, if you're asking me if I'm having more kids, you have not met Isaiah. Now I'm going to pause. Speaking of asking people if they're having more kids or asking people when they're going to have kids, can we not do that? Can we normalize staying out of people's uterus? Just because you never know people's story. You never know what someone had to go through to have a baby. I had difficulty conceiving, and I remember I had just had a miscarriage. And multiple people would ask me when I'm going to have kids. And I really felt like bursting into tears every time. Of course, people never know that you may be struggling. They might think you're waiting, but it's really no one's business. So let's try to be sensitive to people and stay out their uterus. But anyway, I digress. I just had to throw that in there because I know sometimes people just forget, because there are people who just like, as soon as they kiss somebody, they're pregnant. That's not everybody's story. So let's just be mindful. But back to Isaiah. I feel like the Lord has given me my children for me to learn patience because Isaiah tries my life every single day. I feel like he wakes up and he was such a sweet baby. Oh my goodness. He was such a sweet, easy baby. But as soon as them little legs start walking, something changed. It was just, and I feel like he wakes up every morning like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to try her. So every morning he tries my life. And I'm like, Lord, just help me get through this day with Isaiah. Gabriella, she has her ways. I mean, she is just slow. I mean, she moves slower than molasses. Like, you can tell her to go brush her teeth. And it will take, like, how is it 15 minutes? How are you still brushing your teeth? Watching her eat, oh my God. Why? But it's like, if you know the girl does everything slow, then wake up earlier. Because you can't get mad at her for being slow when you know she's slow. But then you wake up late and want to rush her and fuss and be mad. That's a you problem. It's a you problem. It's not her problem. It's your problem. So that's Isaiah. Like, I mean, you can wake him up in the morning and be like, good morning, Isaiah. And he'll just be like, no. Well, all right then. All right. And he's just very emotional and the tantrum over everything and just difficult. And he's not always difficult. He's like a Sour Patch Kid. Sometimes he's super, super sweet and sometimes he's just really sour. And like there was a store that you could take kids back to and say, hey, can we restore this one to factory settings because there's something wrong with this one and I don't want to take this one back home. Can you just reset him to factory settings, please? I would do that in a heartbeat, but that doesn't exist. So as I'm saying, I feel like they are here to try my life. And me settling for being impatient was not going to serve me or my children at all. I could change. I could literally not settle for being impatient. And I can pray to be more patient, but it's not going to be like, Lord, please help me be patient. And patience just come over me. Like, that's not how it works. When you pray for patience, what happens is a lot of difficult situations where you have to exercise patience. Patience is a fruit of the Spirit, for those of y'all that read your Bible. If you don't, I'm just going to educate you real quick. It's a fruit of the Spirit. And to develop those things have to happen. You just don't get it. You don't just get more peace, more love, more joy. You're not just more gentle. You're just not good. You just don't have more self-control. You're put in situations where you have to exercise these things. So it's not okay for me to just be like, I'm impatient. I have to change my thinking. Liz, you can change. You don't have to be impatient. You can change. And so once I realized that I can change, I no longer allow that to continue to be a crutch. So now when Isaiah's acting a plum fool, I'm like, I don't have to match his energy. I don't have to allow his tantrums to change my mood. Because if I'm arguing with him, if I'm allowing him to change my mood, if I'm just like fighting with a toddler, then I too am a toddler. And at my big grown age, like Janae would say, I'm not about to be a toddler in these streets. I'm grown. Therefore, I'm not about to match the energy of a toddler and let him make me upset and let him throw off my day all for the sake of saying I'm impatient and that's just the way I am. No. I can learn to be patient. So today I'm asking you, is there something in your life that you're holding on to as a crutch just because, that's just the way I am? That you're refusing to let go and that's hindering you from moving to the next level? Is there something? Think about it. For me, it was patience. For you, it could be, you're like, but I'm real. I tell the truth. I tell it how it is. You can be real and you can be honest and you can be truthful without being mean, without being nasty, and without being rude. But some of us, we be like, I'm real. I keep it 100. I keep it 100. I'm this and I'm that. But people don't like you. So you don't even have a chance to be real because people don't like you. Your scent throws them off. Like, just your delivery, everything about you is just nasty. It just stinks. So they don't even accept your realness because of how nasty you are. Whatever it is that is holding you back from the next level, let's change it today. Let's change our thinking. You can change. You're a human being. You're not a lion. You're not a bear. You're not a tiger, oh my. Whatever. I had to throw that in there. It worked. But you have the ability to change. So today, right now, where you are, whatever it is that's holding you back from being great, from going to the next level, all for the sake of that's how I've been, you have the ability to change. So please, 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 for you, change it today. Change your thinking. You can do it. It's never too late to be great. All right, everyone, have a good one. Bye.